Hi everybody, just a quick one for today. My question for today, are house prices going to collapse, do we think? The way the economy is going and the high energy costs, inflation, the whole cost of living crisis, nobody seems to be talking about it, nobody's mentioned it, but I'm one of those people that remembers how things got back in the 80s and in the 90s as well. For those that don't know, when house prices collapse, it's basically when your property falls into negative equity, when the house price falls or collapses and is worth less than what your mortgage is or what you've bought the house for. Now, I think with the way the economy is going, I mean, this is just my own theory. This isn't based on any facts or anything, but I would say watch this space. Energy bills in some cases, maybe about 40% of people's salary or wages. That is a massive amount of money to come out of somebody's wages or salary, reducing your buying power. And then of course the fact with inflation rising and if inflation gets to sort of 15%, for example, again the amount of money that's taken out of people's pockets is going to affect people's buying power. You see, first time buyers are losing, I think I saw some figures somewhere, I can't remember where I saw them, are roughly losing about £400 a month because of energy, inflation and other costs. Now if you have £400 taken out of your earnings potential, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to work out that cutbacks and decisions will have to be made about what you're going to spend your money on. If you were as a young couple, first time buyers perhaps, that was thinking of going into the property market, getting your foot on the ladder, the chances are in this economic climate you're going to be forced into making a decision to hold off on that until the economy is in a better situation. Again, it's not rocket science. This is just what happens. You don't have to be bright, and I'm not what you call particularly bright, but I'm going by what's happened in the past and how things can be, and it can be a real struggle. If you find yourself with a property that you can't sell, and interest rates may well go up, so you probably can't afford to pay the mortgage, people lose out big time. It finishes people. It finishes homeowners and businesses alike. It's crippling, and for all those who can remember back to the 80s, the devastating situation that happened. I mean, circumstances in the 80s where Margaret Thatcher basically chucked everybody onto the scrap heap, whether he was a steel worker, a docker or a miner or many other industries. People were thrown onto the scrap heap, and we had over 3 million people employed. So their buying opportunities were literally kaput. But again, we've got a situation now where people's buying power is going to be very, very much reduced. So I think that somewhere down the line, in the not too distant future, we could be looking at house price collapse. Alright, I'm not wanting to scare people or anything. I'm just saying this is something to think about. If you're a young person wanting to get on the ladder, really think about it. Take time out, get advice from everywhere. I mean, why are the media not talking about this? Is it because they don't want to scare anybody? And when you scare anybody, that can have a knock-on effect as well. It can affect people's decisions. Why are estate agents quiet on it? They'll have a lot to lose as well. If that happens, estate agents will go under and everything. but nobody's talking about it. It maybe won't happen, and I really, really hope it doesn't. But I do think it's something for people to think about. It's that serious. But anyway, that's just my thoughts. So anyway, let's hope it doesn't happen. But take care, everybody. Solidarity to everyone.